She was Hollywood's golden girl, funny, beloved, unstoppable. But in 2010, at just 24, Amanda Bynes walked away from fame. The public didn't understand why, until they did. Tonight, we dive into Amanda's rise, breakdown, and long silence, behind the curtain of Nickelodeon's brightest star. Before the headlines, before the breakdowns, before the silence, Amanda Bynes was America's sweetheart. At just 10 years old, Amanda hit the stage doing stand-up in Los Angeles. Her timing, quirky expressions, and confidence caught the eye of Nickelodeon producers.
To play comedy clubs, you played the Laugh Factory here in town?
Yeah, Laugh Factory when I was 10, that's where some of the producers saw me for all that on Nickelodeon. So they asked me to come in and I was like, well, I don't really want to do TV. I was doing plays, like I was in The Secret Garden and To Kill a Mockingbird, and I was like, kind of like, I don't know, and all my friends loved all that. And so one day when I actually was like, okay, yeah, I'll do it, I was a little nervous, but I wore all that hat to school, and all the kids were like, where'd you get that? Where'd you get that hat? And I was like, I'm actually gonna be on it. And they're like, no, you're not. I was like, and so they all came.
And by 1996, she was cast on All That, the SNL for kids. She didn't just blend in, she stole the show. Characters like Judge Trudy, Ask Ashley, and Moody's Point became instant fan favorites. Amanda could jump from slapstick to sincerity like few others. By 1999, she was given her own series, The Amanda Show. Running until 2002, The Amanda Show became a cultural staple. She won Kids' Choice Awards, covered teen magazines, and became a household name. But that spotlight came with a price.
Performing ever since I could walk. I just love, my dad's a funny guy, so I just like to make people laugh. So when I was 7, I did a stand-up comedy class, and I would make my own outfits out of my mom's shirts, and they would be like dresses on me, and I would just do dumb jokes. And my dad was a dentist, so I was missing all my teeth because, I was getting.
As Amanda entered her teens, Hollywood didn't slow down. She transitioned into film, Big Fat Liar, What a Girl Wants, She's the Man, Hairspray. Critics loved her, directors wanted her. She was called the next Lucille Ball. But under the red carpet smiles was a teenager trying to hold on to herself. She quietly left Nickelodeon at 15. At the time, it looked like a star leveling up. In hindsight, it may have been her first step away from the machine that made her. By the early 2010s, Amanda Bynes' name had left red carpets and entered police blotters. In 2012, she was pulled over in LA for a DUI. Weeks later, hit and run charges. Then more, reckless endangerment in both California and New York. Tabloids turned cruel. Headlines mocked her downfall.
Today, there are reports that she even locked herself in a dressing room for nearly 2 hours, and I find it all particularly disturbing because of how different this behavior is from the Amanda Bynes I met 5 years ago. I sat down with a poised, impressively mature 21-year-old Amanda Bynes, who explained to me then why she and Lindsay Lohan didn't have much in common at all.
But behind them was a young woman in crisis. Her team, agents, managers began stepping away. Then, in July 2013, came a turning point. Amanda reportedly set fire in a stranger's driveway. When police arrived, she appeared confused, lost. She was placed under a 72-hour psychiatric hold, what's known as a 5150. Her parents acted quickly. They filed for conservatorship, claiming Amanda posed a serious risk to herself. Later, Amanda admitted the truth. In a raw 2018 article for Paper magazine, she confessed to long-term substance abuse. It began with Adderall, prescribed on the set of Easy A in 2010, but soon escalated to cocaine, MDMA, marijuana. She battled body dysmorphia. She couldn't bear seeing herself on screen. Sad. I was ashamed of how I looked. I couldn't even watch Easy A. That movie sent me into a deep depression.
I want to say thank you guys so much for your support. The fact that you've been rooting for me for years means more than you know. Today I want to talk about a controversial topic, my conservatorship case. I have been going to a treatment center that charges $5,200 a month. There's no reason why I shouldn't go to a therapist who takes my insurance for $5,000 less a month. This is why I've asked to see the judge next week regarding this conservatorship.
Amanda said she didn't retire from acting because she wanted to, but because her self-worth had crumbled. By 2013 and 2014, Amanda's behavior had become increasingly erratic. Disturbing Twitter rants accuse her father of abuse, then claimed microchips were controlling her mind. She deleted the posts, but the concern remained. She was later diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Her mother was officially granted full conservatorship over her personal, financial, and medical life, an arrangement that would remain in place for nearly a decade.
She's doing remarkably well under the circumstances. This time around, she realized herself after the recent Paper magazine beautiful interview and spread that she really wasn't feeling like herself all of a sudden, and that she wanted to address that. She wanted to address it right away before going back into show business and exploring show business again. And it was her decision and her choice to address the situation, seek treatment.
From 2014 to 2022, Amanda Bynes lived under conservatorship. She stepped away from acting entirely and enrolled in the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising. She graduated in 2019 with a degree in product development. Her relationship with body image, worsened by films like She's the Man and Easy A, kept her far from the screen. She told fans, "I didn't love acting anymore. I didn't love how it made me feel."
Let me go through my little checklist here. You haven't been to jail?
No.
No jail?
Not yet.
Rehab?
No.
No rehab. Amanda Bynes, what kind of a starlet are you?
I know. What's wrong with me? I don't know. It's shocking how it's become popular to go to rehab, right?
I know that you must deal with a lot of the same pressures that somebody like Lindsay Lohan does, and you two are the same age. Britney Spears has a lot of pressure as well, and all these stars that we do see getting into trouble.
In 2018, Amanda confirmed 4 years of sobriety. She apologized publicly. "I'm so sorry to whoever I hurt or lied about." Though her conservatorship limited her freedom, she slowly returned to creative outlets, art, fashion, and in 2023, a podcast with friend Paul Szymanski. It debuted, then paused. But it marks something significant, a return to voice.
I'm having so much fun. I'm meeting new people, and I'm working with Jenny Garth, who's so wonderful. We're like sisters.
She's great.
So
She's great.
It's a lot of fun.
And you're so talented.
Thank you
know,
very
and
much.
your show is still running on Nickelodeon.
Forever, for the rest of my life, I think that will be running. It's so embarrassing because, like, I was in such an awkward stage of my life, and so who wants their awkward stage like broadcast? Like, oh, you know. It's
Well,
horrible.
let me tell you something. You'll find as you get older, every stage is awkward. That's.
By 2022, Amanda Bynes had come full circle. From beloved child star, to a media punchline, to a woman in quiet recovery. That February, Amanda filed to end her conservatorship. Unlike the high-profile battle of Britney Spears, Amanda's request came quietly, and with her parents' support.
Beyond supportive, it's amazing what could happen in these situations when kids have supportive parents. Parents that don't just throw them out when they're 18 and don't just hit the road when there's a little bit of a snag. Her parents have been unbelievable. They have been supportive the entire way, and I have no doubt that they will support her until the very end.
On March 22, 2022, it became official. Amanda Bynes was free. Judge Roger Lund praised her significant progress. Amanda released a statement to People magazine. "I have been working hard to improve my health. I will continue to prioritize my well-being." But freedom didn't mean peace. In 2023 and 2024, Amanda made several quiet attempts to reconnect. She launched an OnlyFans, not for explicit content, but to talk directly to fans. She explored a clothing line, and she hinted at returning to acting on her own terms. But behind the scenes, she continued to struggle. Amanda revealed she had gained over 30 pounds due to medications and depression. She made sobriety and mental wellness her renewed priority, not for Hollywood, but for herself. Then in June 2023, the headlines returned. Amanda was found disoriented and alone in downtown Los Angeles. She was placed under psychiatric hold, again, but this time it was voluntary. She checked herself into an inpatient facility in Orange County, requested 24/7 care, asked for help, and for the first time, she knew exactly what she needed.